Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are here for some more Attack on Titan. This being the 12th episode of the final season, or episode 71 overall. Zypher's going to be joining me, of course, but man, we are winding down, right? Like, we have, I think, including this episode, we have 5 more episodes to go for this final season, which we do have the inevitable part 2 or the movie or whatever it's going to be. We don't have like official confirmation. There's just a lot of speculation and leaks or whatever you want to say. We don't have like the official confirmation, but apparently, like, based on the episode titles and all of that, like in the pacing, like how they're gonna pace the last couple episodes of this, it's not like we're gonna have like an original ending or they're gonna rush the ending or anything like that. Like, there's going to be a part 2, there's going to be more after this, but we are winding down. There's a lot of moving parts right now, that's for sure. Reiner at the end of the episode, at the end of the previous episode, saying we got to make our move now. Like, we got to move now. That's what they're not going to expect. So, we're gonna see what happens with that. But we talked about it a lot in the previous episode, like the conversation with Kaya, Gabby, and Falco, and that just confrontation. That was like very powerful. We talked about it a lot in detail. And we also talked a lot in detail about Mikasa and her character in the previous episode, which I was a big fan of that. Although it was a moment where you're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I think that was a big thing to show the viewer, like to show us for Mikasa's character. So yeah, a lot of moving parts right now. I think Flock, even though they kind of shut him down, they shut down the Eren fan club in the previous episode, I feel like they're still going to be taking their own action. So there's a lot. I know I keep saying that, but there really are a lot of moving parts right now, a lot of things happening. So we're going to see what we have in this episode, guys. Let's hop into it. Here we go. Was she just chilling here the whole time?
Yo, hold
Oh,
on.
Hitch. It's Hitch. It's Hitch.
Hitch?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It is nice to see this part of Armin come out again, because we have not really saw. Jeez. I mean, that's true. That's true. Yo, the support around Eren just continues to grow more and more.
Is it just me, or these Yeagerists kind of remind you of like Trump supporters?
I mean, are you saying Eren's Trump?
I mean, I'm not saying he's Trump or anything, but like, there seems to be like that sort of like tension going on. They both have cult fan bases.
That is true. That is true.
Yo, some shit's happening behind the scenes.
Yo, they trying to bring in the scout recruits and shit who probably like have no idea like what shit is, so it's easy to manipulate them.
I mean, he quite literally lit
Yeah.
a fire underneath the entire thing.
Just to know who you were.
That's so weird.
Wait, right, what? I still need this conversation between Zeke and Eren, like what was said between the two of them.
History's about, yo, this is gonna be the build up to the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about.
Two brothers are
reshaping the world.
Woohoo!
Is he calling her a liar? Like, he's like, a lot of what you said was cap. Like, I don't know what he was trying to imply there.
Well, because remember we saw like how they had the guns pointed at them and all that, and then like it seems like she was being honest, but I mean, it's Pixis. He's old. He has that wisdom. So I mean, he's been around the block a couple of times. He's not like new to this. So I mean, maybe he's implying that. Is this really the time to be playing cards? Oh, she got so close. What? Where did that just come from, though? Like, out of nowhere.
Man has a thing for Yelena? Hello?
He like was touching his lips or his mouth. They're just taking the necessary measures they have to, like, both of them, based on how they've been meeting with Eren and shit. Or like how they know of these things with Eren. Accidental. God. Literally by any means necessary. Damn. That's why they came. That's what they came here for.
And we've already come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
I guess they don't know yet.
We just don't know like the conversation. Yeah, but they don't obviously. Like, this is mind blowing to them.
Oh no. Oh god.
Just the chair for
Sicko.
yeah. I don't even think Armin and Mikasa are gonna get through to him right now. No way. Even if they were to meet with him.
I think Eren's too far gone to even listen to like his close buddies. They had them
those were those scout regiments that were outside, weren't they? Yeah, I think those were the same one.
Oh, the ones that were like sketchy outside the window?
I think. Oh shit! Yo! They just probably killed Zachary.
What just happened?
Oh!
What?
Zachary! Oh my god!
Who's behind this?
Was it those scouts that walked in probably, or whoever, like, scouts, I should say, in quotations.
Do you think those guys were Yeagerists?
I think so, yeah. Oh, 100%. I think they were.
And so
that's what I was saying.
So
they
can't stop Eren anymore, so, like, they're getting rid of anyone that opposes Eren.
Yeah, exactly. And Zachary's in a position of high power, obviously, like, super high power.
Where it happens to Eren. And so they got rid of him. So that no one can, dude, oh my god.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, like, these, like, just normal scout regiments or whoever they are, like, they're probably so easy to manipulate, like, whether it's Zeke, Eren, like, manipulating him, obviously, like, the
gang,
just, yeah, the whole movement, like, this, like...
Dude, the whole political, like, shit that's happening right now, shit's insane.
Where is he?
Yikes.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you that...
It's a whole ass uprising, bro. It's fucking nuts.
Yo, this shit's gone way too corrupt.
Yeah. This is just reaching a boiling point.
This went from being so woke and learning to the truth to going back to the path of delusion and just like brainwash.
It just goes to say like how Eren and Zeke or whatever will go to whatever lengths. Like they'll go to whatever lengths to, like, they'll kill like someone like Zachary, or they'll kill whoever, or they'll stop whoever's in their way to, you know, go about their means.
I feel like some people are acting on their own. Like
that's true. Bomb was placed on the chair.
Of the chairs.
That seems kind of sketch to me. So did they get out?
Oh shit! Does that mean Marlians have like infiltrated? Oh no!
Oh god! Oh.
What is this man about to do?
Oh. The Eren fan club! Flock at the front.
The Yeagerists are here. Are they about to go?
We have allies hiding in the military. No reaction.
So okay. Before we keep going, this seems like They're saying the Eldian Empire. So are these the people who are trying to like bring back their status of like the old times? Because it seems like Mikasa, Armin, and like their political view, right? Like Hanj and everybody, the rest of the cast that we've grown up with, Levi and them, are trying to find like somewhere in the middle, right? Like peace, equal grounds.
Yeah.
But Eren and these the ones
they
who
see
want to
that
restore the Eldian Empire, they want to restore back to where Eldians oppressed the Marlians. So they're not helping at all. They're just trying to bring it back to how it was.
Yeah, like I think they feel like peace or like a middle ground is probably impossible at this point. Like that's probably
so they're trying to go back to where they once belonged.
This is like
place of power.
You know how there's like with politics, like there's like how they say like, well, at least me, I'm mostly knowledgeable about the like U.S., but like how there's like the radical left and then there's the radical right or whatever they say, or like the like super far right, super far left or whatever. Like I feel like this is one of those things where it's like they're not even close to the middle. They're just so far to this one side,
and they just cannot see from eye to eye. And like one wants to take power over the other. Yeah, I don't know very well understand.
They keep holding on to that. If we talk to him, but
I think. Oh, there's the name.
There's the name drop. Yeah, Yeagerists. They'll reform the military with Eren on top.
Sheesh. Bro, they got turmoil in their own faction.
They're everywhere. That is true. You just never know. Anj would never, but...
So does that mean Eren... Oh, are we about to see Eren versus Levi?
If Eren's going to Levi and Zeke, where they're at...
And you already know Levi ain't gonna hand over Zeke just like that.
Protecting Zeke and Historia. Absolute must. Cat, he's joking, right? Okay. Are they gonna try to rely on like talking to him? Because that's not gonna like trying to work something out if they submit to him. Like they're gonna try and negotiate. I don't.
Bro, there's actually gonna be an all-out battle between them. It's kind of crazy how, like, so like you know how like Reiner and Annie and Bertolt like were the main enemies, and they
Yeah.
were also Eldians, and now it's flipped, and now there's inner turmoil. After they fought the Martins, they're fighting within themselves again, but for a whole different
Yeah.
perspective and scenario, and it's between that whole cast that we grew up with since season 1.
It's like, yeah, it's like the military had their own kind of like plan, like what they were doing, like what Zachary was doing. Then they kill Zachary off. So then there's like this, the military is like, there was this shit with the scouts. So now the military is questioning the scouts, and then the scouts are questioning the military. It's just like, no, it's like nobody can, it's so hard for everyone to kind of trust each other right now. There's like, there's like a lot of tension.
And so what's clearly was gonna happen is that Eren's gonna make contact with Levi. Some shit's gonna go down. The rest of the squad's gonna pull up. I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Oh my god.
The fact that we're gonna see them internally conflict with each, oh my god. And I feel like before that even takes place, we're gonna get cut off, and that's what's gonna take place.
Or like the Yeagerists show up. Like Levi gets, like, maybe they try to distract Levi or some shit, so like Zeke can somehow get out. Maybe. Or maybe, I don't know. I would like to see a full-on, obviously, like, confrontation, but maybe they could also do something.
I'm just saying, like
that.
Okay, Levi can beat Zeke, but it's like, if like, how is he supposed to go up against 4 major Titan powers? Eren has 3,
Right.
Zeke has 1, and like, I know Levi's a beast, but how
Dude,
far can this man go?
Right. That's why if Eren and Zeke come together like they're trying to do right now, it might be GG's. It might be GG's.
Zeke and Eren, it sounds absurd to say that you think it's easy, but Levi still might have the upper hand slightly, but I feel like Zeke and Eren together might come out on top.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
It's such a rough position to be in. That don't mean she has to go with you. She right though. They're greedy as hell.
Ooh. You cuts the spin for once? I feel like it's gonna be a lot more than nothing.
Dude. I don't know about all this, man. Restaurants. Gabby and Falco. Oh, Niccolo. I think this is where like everyone's going. To this restaurant. Oh, who was just sitting right here? Peek!
Yeah.
Yep. So they have infiltrated, yeah. And Reiner was saying we gotta move. No, but the reason why I was sorry, I was gonna say the reason why I was like, because Gabby and Falco, that was like the end of the previous episode. They were talking about like that Kaya girl was talking about bringing them to the restaurant. So Gabby and Falco are there at the restaurant there now, and then Hanj and them were talking about. I don't know if they're actually. It seems like they're maybe going to that restaurant as well, or something. So I feel like I don't know about everyone, but it seems like something's about to go down at this restaurant, and Niccolo's there.
So the Marlians, like the Marlian Titans, looks like they have infiltrated Paradise, right? And,
which Reiner was saying we gotta move. We gotta move like now. So
it's war in Paradise. I feel like the kickoff to the war is gonna be right where this anime ends off, or like, actually no. If War in Paradise, actually it might end right when the conflict starts with the season. I feel like it's building up to it. Some shit's gonna go down. How many episodes we got left? 3? 4?
4. After
4
this one, yeah.
left. We have 4 episodes left. It's gonna be constant build up. Obviously, some crazy plot twists are about to happen. And the next thing, the Marlins are here. The Gabby and Falco. I think Peek and them are gonna be there to save Falco and Gabby. Gabby's gonna do some crazy shit. I already know that she's gonna end up doing something that we're all gonna hate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then we have like, Hanj and the crew, and they're trying to make contact with Zeke and Yelena and Eren.
So many moving parts right now.
It's when they all come clashing together, oh my god, this fight's gonna be insane. And then the whole Levi situation too.
Yeah,
oh my god.
There's just so much there's so much tension, and like between like the scouts and the military are questioning each other, and now they're like they feel like they have no other choice but to go along with Eren and them, and then they're hoping that they can, I guess, reach some kind of like middle ground, because obviously they're not for what Eren is doing like fully, but they want to, I guess, try to negotiate and reach some kind of like middle ground, which I just do not think that is going to fucking work. I
think
honestly don't think so.
they're holding on to hope,
Yeah,
but shit's gone so far off the rails that there's no more. There's no more. Like, especially after what Eren did in Marth, it's gone.
yeah,
Like, there's no peace. You're either, like, I don't even know. Like, I understand Hanja's perspective, and it's a good perspective to have, and I reason with it, and I
uh-huh.
sympathize with it. But we're so far gone. When you think about it, can you really do anything? You either have to go all in with Eren's plan at this point, or you just lose to the Marlians, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other solution to that, unless you have a situation where Hanj and them join the Marlians, like not like join the Marlians as in like become a Marlian, but like team up.
With Reiner and them, like you're
Yeah,
saying?
like Reiner and
Yeah.
Peak and Hanj and Eren. So basically, the Yeagerists, which is Eren, Zeke, and everybody, versus like Gabby, Falco, Hanj, like Jean or John,
Yeah.
Jean. Some people like to correct me on that.
Same.
And Mikasa and Armin versus the Yeagerists.
That might
Like,
be
there's like,
that's actually that you brought that up. That I never really thought about that. Like, because I was saying, oh, they feel like this is their only option right now, and that's how it seems like how it's coming across in the show. But the idea of them joining up with the Marlians hasn't even like came up to them yet. So
yeah,
that might
because
actually
remember,
be,
like,
yeah.
I feel like there's no way that, because they're not gonna join the Jaegers, they're not gonna reason with them. So the only thing they can do is Hans tries to negotiate with the Marlians. Obviously, it's gonna be a tense situation right off the bat. Everyone's gonna be like pointing guns at each other, and it's gonna be crazy. And it's like, hold up. We might have something in common. We're both trying to stop Eren here. And then, right, dude, the fact that we might see Eren, Armin, and like Mikasa teaming up, like, and Reiner, like, that's insane to me. That it actually might deadass happen. We might see the Marlians and Eldians team
Well,
up
if it's
against the Yeagerists.
yeah, well, Eren wouldn't be a part of it. I don't know if you meant to say
No, that's what I'm
Eren.
saying. The Yeagerists. Did
Oh
I
yeah,
say Eren?
yeah. I know what you meant though. Yeah, I think whatever. I don't know. They're building up like this restaurant scene, like with everyone that's going to be there is heading there like so much. So I feel like that might be, where we see more of an idea of like maybe what direction the scouts and like Hanj and them, like where they decide to go.
And what's gonna be interesting though is actually I would love if Gabby goes this direction. I doubt it's gonna happen, but I would love it. Now that Gabby's experienced life as an Eldian, or as an Eldian, and how not all people are corrupt, and same thing with Falco, there could be a point where there's like conflict between Peak or Reiner and then like the Hanj crew, right?
Mm.
And then like Falco or Gabby speaks up how they've realized that not everyone's awful here. There's good people here too. So how about us all come together to fight for the good
To
of the
fight
people
the
versus the
Yeagers,
people who are trying to restore the Eldian Empire?
right? Yeah, I like where you're going with that. I think that's besides
I
them, obviously, like right now, they're kind of grasping at straws. Like, okay, we have to go along with what Eren's doing right now and try to negotiate. That sounds like a way. Although, with Eren, if Eren and Zeke team up, like that shit's gonna be scary as hell. Even if they are teaming up, but
oh,
that might
and you
give
know
them their best.
and you know what's crazy? Spoiler alert for Code Geass. If you haven't watched Code Geass, I guess skip out of the video or skip ahead. But Eren, from to me, is like so like starting to mold like a lot into like the role of Lelouch, right? Because Lelouch did the whole I'm gonna be I'm the new king of Britannia,
Yeah,
I'm the big bad guy, everybody hate me. And I feel like we haven't seen that side of Eren. Like we haven't really heard his monologue of what he plans to do and why he's doing this. But he's following that line, right? He's becoming the villain. Everybody's starting to hate him. Everybody's against him. Now I'm thinking like, is he actually truly trying to restore the Eldian Empire? Or is this all a ruse to get everybody
yeah,
to hate him to put an end to the Eldian Empire?
right. And that's the thing. We brought up Code Geass, I feel like multiple times, like
Yeah.
watching AOT, especially with this season, because it makes you think. You just think of Lelouch, like you said, and like what is actually going on with Eren. There's still a freaking chunk we're missing, obviously, like with the conversation with
Yeah.
with like Zeke and Eren and all of that. Like there's still a lot we're missing.
And guys,
But
like, just so you know, it's 100% okay for us to be wrong. We haven't read the source material, so
right,
some of these details we're
yeah,
probably gonna be wrong on, but we're just theorizing from what we know 71 episodes in. This is just
yeah.
our thoughts going
Another
into it.
thing
And like, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing that kind of struck me now that you know how they were talking about like they're questioning, oh, who did it? Was Eren behind like Zachary dying and all of that? Like
Yeah.
those soldiers and whatever. Like, do you think that could have this might be a stretch, but you know how like we saw Peak there at the end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it could have been the Marleyans who actually did that somehow? Like, because apparently they've already been here. I don't know if Peak just got here or maybe I'm assuming she's already been there.
I think it's quite obvious. Well, to me at least, I think.
You think it's just fully? I know
I
they're.
think it was Yelena and like her crew or somebody like Marlians. They had to bring. I mean, it's very convenient. Like this is why I feel like it has to be them, right? Is because, right? Like Zachary was against letting Eren go.
Yeah.
He gets killed. Eren breaks out. Right? You know. Like,
yeah.
It feels like it made perfect sense for him to die, and then Eren escapes right as that.
So like, why would it be them? Like, why would it be Peak in them? Right.
Right. Like, why would they want?
It would be the Yeagerists
Eren
that
to
would
escape.
Right. Right.
They would have an easier time getting rid of him if he was constrained.
I just feel like you never know with Attack on Titan, so I was like, when we see Peak there at the end, yeah. I was like, when we see Peak there, I'm like, oh, maybe it could have, but I was just kind of bringing that up. That's not what I think. I was just bringing up that question.
Yeah,
like,
possibility. Yeah. I think Peak is more there, so they're showing that like the Marlins are here. They've infiltrated Paradise.
Right. And Reiner said we got to make our move right now, so they already here. So many moving parts, bro.
Yeah, there's
so much.
Parts. We got like 4 episodes left. For that being said, I think we've discussed for like I think we went on for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, everyone. So that about does it for our reaction to this episode of AOT. Let us know what you guys thought of this episode. A lot to talk about for sure. And as always, with AOT. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.